Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I suppose. You are my apprentice, after all. You deserve to know what all of this is leading to. Now,
It's leading to me to have
pay
to steal some more
close
shit.
attention. I want to make a golem out of dough. Then, using secret alchemical practices and theurgy, bring him to life.
Really? You're trying to make a golem? Do you even know what a golem is? It's a Jewish protector, but man, if you do it wrong, it goes wrong. And they are really hard to stop.
A golem, you say? Isn't that a kind of pie?
Oh my god.
What are you going to do with a living pie?
Henry, a golem is a helper brought to life using divine words. A living statue endowed with massive strength. Can be made of clay, wood, stone, basically anything. I'll make one out of flour. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic can use it to imitate the work of God. Just imagine. You know how helpful a golem would be at the mill? Carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna stay on his good side, but this sounds like witchcraft, dude. But yeah.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, you'll see soon enough. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. All the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly.
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few groschen, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say, theoretical level.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
Oh, see now? I completely forgot. Here you go. So you don't go around saying that Miller Crazel is a pinch purse. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
Oh, thanks. I got an extra groschen from moving the 6 sacks. As quiet as a kitten. Oh, now that might come in handy. How about some money? Give me a minute.
I don't know, Crazel. Alchemy, golems, documents in locked chests. I reckon I've had enough. I'll have to think about whether I want to continue with this art of yours.
I get it. Greater good of mankind isn't everyone's goal. But don't forget, I can get you to that wedding.
Oh,
Miller's
sorry.
Honor.
Okay. Oh, so you weren't telling me to move sacks? That's why I was like, wait. Hey. Oh, no. Stop going up the stairs.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a SaltPetre Pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
Yeah, that was a dumb question.
This has something to do with that alchemy of yours, eh? I don't know much about that stuff.
Nitra is saltpeter. White crystals similar to salt.
And what needs salting here in the mill? Or is it supposed to be some peculiar crazal wedding gift for a young semi?
Nothing of the sort. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
Are you sure this is gonna work, dude?
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
Oh, what, finding a pit? Dude, I don't need to find a pit. I can go dig one and chuck you in it. Alright, where do I start?
Alright then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look. That you can point me in the right direction. And also that you'll get me into that wedding as a reward.
Yes, yes, and yes. Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
Is she a dowser? Isn't that the weirdo with the sticks that goes looking for water? Do you know what? Out of all these options, that one's the dumbest, but it's the least insulting.
So this Bonnie, she's a dowser or something?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. You don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
Do you know what? I've had enough of this. Just tell me where I'm going.
How can I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget. You could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with Etroscoid stocks.
If Bonnie spends time with Zinnek, she may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a decent Christian, she avoids alcohol like the plague. Run along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair.
Take care.
Alright. Why is this shirt still full of holes? This is really annoying me. I can't seem to get this thing into a decent condition. What am I wearing? It's fitted coat. Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. It's in 100% condition. I've tried cleaning it. The only thing I haven't done is went to I bought this thing brand new.
When's the last time I ate something?
Oh, yeah. Good call. Good call. Probably should have some breakfast. Yeah, let's just... That's 7. Alright, alright, there we go. Overdid it. That's alright. Find SaltPetre Pit. Yep. Yeah, right. He says over the bridge and follow the road, right? Oh, why am I walking? Pebbles! Let's go. Oh, actually, just, give me a sec. I need to, change my outfit. Let's just duck in here again. Alright, and... ready for the great outdoors.
Praise God.
Absolutely. No, pebbles. Come on. Right. I'm gonna assume it's this on. What the hell was that? Okay. That was an absolute massive bang there. Okay, I need to keep my eyes out for some herbs. Oh, there's some bright eye. Let's grab that. Yeah, I'd like to keep this for myself, but you know what? The lassie lost her dog. Let's just... yeah. I don't know how many I need, but that should be enough. Alright. I know I'd be having a hard time if anything happened to Mutt. Or you, Pebbles. Yeah. No one you feeling left out. Yeah. Anything happened to you, I'd be devastated too. There you go. Right, so we follow this until it turns up a hill. Or did I just follow this right to the end? Oh. Aha. Nobody's there. Okay, yeah, I reckon this is the place. I have some new work.
Long time no see, eh?
Crazel gave you another job.
Yeah.
Yep.
I proved myself to him last time, so why not continue our collaboration?
Did you come here to make fun of me? Just like Bonnie? As soon as she showed up, she gave me hell over that manuscript.
No, not at all. I just need to find out something only you would know.
Oh, there she is. Never mind. No. I'm done. Right, thank you. Bye. Hi, Bonnie. Oh, God.
Lord
Sorry,
be
I
with
just walked
you.
in you. Yeah, Miller says you can help me find saltpetre.
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
Butcher of Brannick. Oh, the Wolf of Skalitz. Yeah. The Wolf of Skalitz.
The Wolf of Skalitz.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
Yes, I do.
I've got something here.
There you go. Some comfrey. And some bright eye. To brighten your eyes and brighten your day. Alright, done.
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
Okay.
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the Golem?
He did.
And what
Yep.
do you think of it?
He's batshit crazy, but I'm trying to stay on his good side, so...
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like. But I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpetre.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that.
Don't tell
We're
me
not going
twice.
to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit.
Okay.
But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpetre, I won't keep you.
No. Let's get to know each other. Why not?
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the miller's finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
I found him among the... No, he didn't belong to Teresa, but Teresa kind of rescued him from Skalitz. Yeah.
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, I'll be... That's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started
Yeah.
getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating, just slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
No, blacksmiths. Well, technically blacksmiths, knights. I wouldn't say educated, but yeah, you know, there's different kinds of education, right? Blacksmiths,
No.
yeah.
Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
Those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. That is, with one exception. When Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd rather run for the hills. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems mystical. I don't understand him. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Neutral ground. I'm trying to stay on his good side here.
I don't know what to say to that. I still don't know him all that well.
I understand. Best not to bite the hand that feeds you for no good reason. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case, you know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
That's a lot, but we need more.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Crazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times?
Christ, 6 barrels? God
Will
damn.
one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Crazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Not a clue. Nope, I really don't.
No, I don't. And Crazel, of course, didn't tell me shit.
Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Crazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A
Yeah, you're not wrong
who's
there.
digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
A knacker, a gravedigger. Aren't those the same thing?
You mean a knacker?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the gravedigger.
Well, I haven't met him yet.
Oh, okay.
Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun, and pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskovitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the Wolf of Scarlets.
Alright, what can you teach me?
I heard you could teach me something.
Sure, why not? If you pay me, I'll teach you a few of my tricks. And what would you like?
Just to have a look and see what you know. Thievery, stealth. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm good. Maybe next time, yeah. It was nice talking to you.
God be with you.
And you. Alright, Mike, you made a new friend. Where the hell did I leave Pebbles? She's down there somewhere, right?
You remember that sweet
Oh, it
face
was the other.
Stratigo?
It was the other shack I came up at, right? Well, not shack, it was like a hole in the wall. There we go. Alright, Pebbles. Off to the graveyard. That'll be fun. Right, no, not that map. Where am I going? Ah, over there. Right, in the butcher. I need to stop at the butcher on the way there. Alright. Let's hit the road, shall we? The lair. Yeah, yep, okay. No, turn round. Yep, we're going that way. Back the way we came.
Who have we here? Stop! I have something for you.
Wait, is that Riddler? Hey, Riddler! How you doing?
Don't be shy, seeing as how we know each other now.
What do you have for me this time?
How about I tease you with another riddle? What do you say?
As long as it's not another math riddle, dude, because that one hurt my brain. Alright, let's do it.
The riddle sounds good. Go ahead.
Great! But before I do...
Yeah, wager. Come on,
you
let's do
lost
this.
last time, but today might just be your lucky day. Let's put money on it, and you can recoup your loss. What do you say? Deal?
As long as I've got the cash. Oh, you up in the ante? You only wanted 100 last time. Alright.
Maybe Lady Luck will shine on me. I accept.
All right, now pay attention. Jaromir the coachman hailed from Rabosh. One morning he set off for Kuttenberg with an empty coach. 3 lads boarded in Bohonovitz. When he arrived in Boyisht, one of the boys got out and a washerwoman took his place. In Horshan, the washerwoman went on her way and a peddler and his daughter boarded. In Psitoke, the remaining lads alighted and took the peddler's daughter with them. And straight away, 2 fishermen got in. And on reaching Kuttenberg that evening, they invited the coachman to the bathhouse and got pig drunk. And now you tell me, what was the coachman's name?
Oh, it's one of those bloody riddles. Oh. Geronimo. What? I don't know. This is gonna be a guess, dude. I thought it was another bloody math puzzle. I was counting people getting in and out of the carriage. You're that one.
Uri.
You weren't listening. Such a fine riddle it was. Heaven knows. Well, at least I can get a bite to eat in the next village now. And don't you fret. Better luck next time, eh?
Yeah.
I'm afraid I must be going.
It was good to see you. Take care, friend.
You may be kicking my butt, but I'm still enjoying the riddles, dude. Enjoy my money. Alright, Pebbles. Yeah, I've got stuff I can sell anyway. I can recoup some of that. Alright. Onwards and upwards. Butcher's right up ahead here. We need to stop off and get some meat. Can I just buy anything, or is there something in particular I need to get? And how much is it going to cost me?
And I said I'm going elsewhere.
Hello.
What would you like?
I'm looking for Lord Capon. No.
What do you have for sale?
Alright, what can we get him? Beef kidney. Tasty and fresh. And the fat, or roast them on the fire. We need to take care not to consume too much. And too often they also make an excellent dog food. Oh, right, okay. Well, maybe if I buy those for mutt. Oh, smoked beef tenderloin. Now we're talking. Let's get one of those. Alright, just the one, thank you.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, I'm listening.
Satisfied?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal.
Alright, let's go 22.
Very well then. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Thank you. I'm sure Gravedigger will be happy with that. Where's the horse? There she is. All right. Whoa. I think this might be the man I'm looking for. Hello.
Greetings, my friend.
Learn more. Trust, quit, symmetry. Okay. Are you the local gravedigger? Isn't that a dumb question?
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger, right?
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a
I like
final
that.
resting place, are you? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
I'm more interested in the grave digging profession as a whole.
Ah, once you try it, you'll never want to do nothing else till the day you die.
Hey, keep the place nice and tidy.
You got a big cemetery here. Pretty nice, too.
Ain't it? But being the gravedigger, I'll never have a place of my own here. They'll throw me by the wall like a dog and bury me without ceremony. But when I'm dead, I won't care. If it was up to me, I'd even bury the suicides in hallowed ground. We're all equal before death and the Lord. This game of better and worse places of final rest don't count for nothing.
I can agree with that. What's the story with all the dead people? Okay.
What's the story with the dead people?
The story? They're dead. What more is there to tell?
But you said there's been a lot of people dying around here recently, right?
Well, it ain't usual for people to get offed by the cartload out here in the sticks, if you ask me. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Hadn't really thought about it that way.
That might be the reason, then. Hey?
What?
Look, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people dying. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to bury.
Yeah. It's a bit of a grim way to look at it, but true. I'm not asking what his duties are. Alright, apparently I need to find a SaltPetre Pit.
Ignatius, I'm gonna need your help.
Of course. How many are there? Where do you want to bury them? Shall we grind the teeth up, or do you want to take them away in your purse?
What?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpetre pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpetre pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Well, establish your facts, tell them the truth. No, I'm not telling about the goddamn golem. No, just the facts.
Yeah, something like that. At night, you hear the cries of tormented souls and catch the whiff of sulphur.
Wait, what?
Well, that I can't help you with.
Not to worry. It's actually just a hole with some rotting carcasses in it.
Oh.
These white crystals form in it. And that's exactly what we're after.
You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Stratego farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave-digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
Yeah, I picked up some nice meat. How about that?
I have a better idea. You tell me where I can find that pit, and I'll give you a nice piece of fresh meat for it.
I won't say no to that. Show me what you have.
Got a nice smoked beef tenderloin. Can't beat that, can you?
Oh, aye, fresh meat. What a feast that'll make. Now, listen closely. That pit of yours lies at the end of a long journey that we'll take together on my wagon.
So you got meat out of me for nothing?
When I see how much you lot in Lower Samine are interested in it, I'm not just going to hand it to you on a plate. But thanks for the meat, and don't worry about a thing. Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
Okay.
Of course. I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here? Nice and early, at daybreak.
Okay.
Let's get this over with then.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't going nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I understand. I'll come at dawn.
All right. What time is it? Oh my god, it's midday. Where did Pebbles wander off to? I saw him trampling the graves. Pebbles! The hell were you doing trampling over the graves? Oh, you needed a drink. You could have went this way. You didn't have to walk over the damn graves, dude. Hell, nothing for it, I guess. Just gonna have to wait around. No. What's this thing? Bring it. Right now, I need to go. Well, yeah, I might be able to do that actually. I'm not stealing a damn loot. Talk to the other horseman. Nah. I'd need to be back here at daybreak. Let me see. I am here. The maypole is up here. Some bloody where. Probably in a chest somewhere that I need to pick the lock opened. There's no archery around here. Right? Because I could be doing with practicing that for sure. Although I am actually managing to hit things with the bow, so that's a plus. Yeah, I think I'll head up here, try and find that maypole, and then just head back before it gets too early. Alright, let's do that. Oops, I should have actually done this. Wait, which one was it? Frog? Yeah, frogs. I don't know why it's frogs, but it's frogs. Let's deselect that and deselect that for now. Actually, no, let's leave that one up so I know where I'm coming back to. Although I shouldn't really forget. Alright, Pebbles. Easy. Alright. Where the hell do I start? Let's see. Hey, it's telling me that this thing is right next to...
Go home and sleep it off. You're getting married tomorrow.
This isn't going to end well.
And not around. I'm putting this night.
Praise the Lord.
My brother now. Go home, or we'll drag you down.
How are your knees? Feeling better?
Oh, yes. That ointment of yours is a gift from heaven. Now they only ache when there's a storm
So
coming.
what's it going to be? Handy, isn't it? At least you know when to round up the cattle.
Aye. When I'm old and infirm, folks will come to me for the weather forecast.
I heard about this fella who always got heartburn just before it snowed. He could see much.
Could be up in the loft. I think it might be up in the loft in a box.
3 cripples, all right.
It's where I ended up looking last time, but I ended up knocking out a guard thinking maybe he was there or he had the key.
Taking their time again.
Alright. Quick change. Yellow. Okay. There's a guy there. Alright, medium chest. Is it in this one? I see. Oh. Okay, no. Okay, no, but there's a dice in there. I'm gonna take that. Oh god. You're kidding me. Okay. Don't you wake up, you bastard. No.
Get your paws off that lot. Give up.
I give up. Is she chasing me?